Bam. What's up, my YouTube fam? Don't adjust your screens. It is correct. You are seeing Bama Knife Guy on YouTube. So, first and foremost, let me tell everybody what's been going on with me and why I've been non-existent. So, I'm running a business, getting really extremely busy. So that's a lot of the reason why I haven't been in here for quite a while. Other than that, there for a little while I was super into making videos and making content, and I guess getting busy with other things. You kind of move into different stages of life. I kind of fell out of love with the idea of making content all the time. So not that I was making a lot back then, but nonetheless, just kind of wasn't really in my specs for the time being. But I think I'm gonna start coming back, making a few more videos. I just had a couple things I wanted to discuss today, kind of as my reintroduction into this whole game. I got just a nice spread laying down here for you guys to take a look at while you hear me run my mouth. Number one on the list was where I've been, so you got that covered. Just been working my butt off and staying extremely busy. Number two, a lot of people have asked me my take, because apparently I inserted myself in the situation a little bit, on the Slicey Dicey situation. I think most of you already know what my views are on it, but just in case you don't, and I'm sure everybody that's watching my channel is also subscribed or watches the channels of the other people that have been discussing this topic. There's been a lot of indiscretions happening over at the Slicey Dicey channel with Brian over the last couple of years, and I've been hearing about it for several years. When Steve and I went to Blade Show 2019, we had already been hearing some rumors back and forth of people not receiving their items and shipping issues, and people not getting responses to their emails and purchasing items, and it taking months and months for them to get there if they got there at all. I personally don't have an experience that I can share. I've been fortunate that I apparently never had to deal with the guy, so didn't have to deal with any of that. But it has been going on for a long time. I have been hearing from several of the people that are friends of mine that I still talk to constantly that had these issues personally with not receiving payment for work they did through the magazine that he was editing for, and also people that won giveaways that I know personally that never received their items after multiple emails reaching out and trying to resolve the situation. I have been told recently by a few of them that he did reach out and said that he was shipping the items, and I think in one particular instance he actually sent tracking info, and I haven't followed up. That was about a week ago. So hopefully he does what he's supposed to do and tries to fix these problems. Now, that being said, a lot of people seem to be, I see a lot of content going around, a lot of people commenting on his videos, and I'm sure it's a lot of people who are fans of his that are saying, oh, well, at least you're making it right, man. We're still here to support you and all of this. And I respect that. I know you got to have, he's got a little fan club. You got to have people backing you in life. But my question, I guess, to myself and to anybody else that cares to think about it would be, if say I worked for your company and you found out today that I had, over the course of 2 to 3 years, been stealing money from you, and I had done it for years, and was stealing money, stealing products, whatever the case may be, for several years behind your back, doing some shady stuff in several different facets of life, not, lying to people. You find out that I'm kind of a dirtbag, intentionally or unintentionally telling lies, forgetting to honor my obligations, whatever the case may be. You find out all this stuff, including me, taking a lot of stuff from you. If I were then tomorrow to just come to you and go, well, I'm just going to pay you back all the money that I stole from you all these years, you're probably not likely, and some people have a lot of forgiveness in their heart, but you're not likely, most people are not likely to go, oh, okay, cool, man, you're back in the club. So that's my take on it. I don't feel like Slicey just hopping right back into the knife community and acting like nothing happened just because he sent a few giveaway prizes 2 years late. I don't feel like that's fair to the community. And that's my take on it, and that's all I'm going to say about it. Moving on. So you see this sticker sitting here, obviously. That's OCD for EDC. That's Justin and his lovely wife, Molly. Say hi, Molly. No, I'm kidding. She's not here tonight. But anyway, so Justin is a good dude. If you don't know who that guy is, I'm sure you do. But if you don't, go check him out. He's a friend of mine, great guy. And he makes a really cool product for Spyderco compression locks called the CME, or Compression Made Easy. And this is my first time checking one out, and I'm really digging it. It is nice for left-handed people. It's nice just for an extension. Instead of having to pull your finger back and get up on the spine like you normally do, or on the back of the scales like you normally do, you can actually just kind of use the side of your finger to close it up. I've used this knife a lot since I put it on there, even with a glove on, and I had no issues with hitting that or disengaging the blade unintentionally. So that'd be something really cool to check out. I highly recommend it, and I recommend his channel and his content. Good dude. That was all that on that topic. I had a question. And by the way, I guess I'll tell you what's on the table here. So obviously most people know what this is. This is a Norseman, Grimsmo Norseman. I actually got this one from Bugsy Glasser, which, by the way, if you don't know who that dude is, he's a very good friend of mine. He lives in New Jersey, and I've been friends for several years now, and I can't say enough great things about him. He also makes homemade candies and homemade hot sauce, and is just a stellar dude. So definitely go check him out. It's Bugsy Craftworks on Instagram. Go hit him up and tell him Lee said for him to F off. Anyway, so got this Norseman from him. It is number, I think, 3912. Yep, 3912. Sweet knife. This is my first Norseman. I handled one at Blade a couple years ago, but don't really have a lot of experience with it before this one. But I really like it. It's been a sweet knife. They are so freaking thin. The ergos feel good. The action is insane. There is no, like a normal knife, you got a normal frame lock rather. You've got that, where the detent hits the blade. You've got that little stopping point. You know, you see a lot of people go to close it and it stops there. The Grimsmo Norseman does not have that. It's got a perfect little ramp where the detent rides up onto the blade, and you can't, display it on camera, but you cannot feel where it hits the blade. That ramp is so perfect, and if you're holding it right, you got to get your thumb out of the way, because it will get you. It's very, very smooth, but I really been digging this one. I thank Corey for that. I got a phenomenal deal on this thing from him. He brought it to Blade Show with him this year. Actually, he brought it to my house, and then we met at Blade, but got that one from him this year. This knife was a gift from my good old pal Super Steel Steve for my birthday that just passed a couple months ago. Microtech LUDT. I had been wanting an LUDT for a long time, and we talked about it at Blade Show, about the fact that I needed to go pick one up, and the ones that they had left at the Microtech booth just weren't really suiting me. And I made the mistake of making a comment that I liked the colors on this one, and so lo and behold, I think a few weeks after Blade, this knife shows up in my mailbox, and so I thank him for that. Very cool dude. Me and Steve have been friends for quite a while, and he doesn't know it yet, and I'm sure he won't watch this video because he doesn't watch anyone's YouTube videos, but I have a couple of gifts on the way to his house right now, so there you go, Steve. This was one I bought from Dave Warren over at 2U Knife. This is a matte discing. I believe it's called the M1. There's another name for it too. I think it's like IDF or something like that. I believe it is Damasteel. He did some custom work to this one, had the hardware darkened up. It is an integral. Very nice knife. And I think he had the etch on the blade darkened as well. But pretty sweet knife. I think I'm going to sell this one. If anybody's interested in it, just hit me up. You know how to get in touch with me. Bama Knife Guy on Instagram is probably the easiest way. And then the other one on the table is my Berg Blades Slim. One of my favorite knives. I carry this thing quite a bit. It's got a lot of custom mods and whatnot done to it that were already done to it when I got it. But I've really been enjoying this knife. I heard from someone, I think it was Long Island Knife Guy, if I'm not mistaken, told me that they were not, that Berg was not going to be producing those anymore. So I feel like I'm obligated to hold on to it for that reason. But I think that's pretty much it for now, guys. I just wanted to do a quick kind of jumping back in the circle video right quick. So I'm going to end it before we get to 10 minutes. But thanks to all my buddies out there who have been giving me shit constantly, trying to get me to make YouTube videos. If I get another damn comment that says, "What the hell, Bama?" But anyway, I'll try to start making some content again. And go check out Neve's Knives. They're still my buddies. Love y'all. I'm out.